What's up everyone, David here. This is a hell of a bundle. As promised, today we're going to take a look at the brand new, totally redesigned Air Music Creative Effects bundle. There are 40 plugins in this, coming from over a decade of industry use in Pro Tools and MPC. Air Music redesigned the entire bundle, added a bunch of really cool plugins. And whether you're starting out and looking for a comprehensive bundle that gives you literally everything you could possibly use, or you're a seasoned professional looking to beef up your plugin list, this is definitely something you should look at. A lot of utility plugins, a lot of creative plugins, and a lot of new plugins. I'm gonna quickly show them all to you, and I'm gonna focus on my favorites. Let's take a look at it. Hello everyone, welcome back to McSolaar TV. Hope you guys are having a great day. Before we start, check the info box down below for free plugins, special discounts, offers, and of course, link to Air Music Creative Effects. Visit the new website, mixbusttv.com. In there, you can find all the mix and mastering courses, start to finish, on many different genres. There's two new ones, mastering alt rock and mastering R&B. This last one has two layouts, the hybrid analog and in the box only. In there, you can also book mix and mastering with me, private lessons and mix consultations. If you want to access instead the exclusive videos here on YouTube, click the join button, become a MixPlus.tv member, and get all the perks. And if the videos are helping you, please consider using the super thanks or grab some merch. Let's get to the video. All right, there are 40 plugins in this bundle, so obviously I'm not gonna stop on each one of them. I'm instead going to focus on my favorite, some of the new ones that are really cool and unique, but I'm gonna quickly run through all of them so you can see them. We have Amp Sim, Channel Strip, Air Chorus, Air Compressor, Delay, Delay Pro, Diffuse Delay, Air Distortion, Diode Clip, Enhancer, Ensemble, Filter, Filter Gate, Flanger, Flavor. This one alone is worth the bundle. Freq Shifter, Fuzz Wah, Half Speed, Kill EQ, Limiter, the mighty Lo-Fi, Air Maximizer, Multi-Chorus, Multi-Tap Delay is a new one, Noise Gate, Non-Linear Reverb, Parametric EQ, Phaser, Pitch Shifter, Pumper, Reverb, Spectral, Spring Reverb, Stereo Width, Stutter, another new one, very cool, Talkbox, Transient, Tube Drive, Vintage Filter. So you see there's literally everything from basic effects like noise gate and basic compressor and reverbs to advanced effects like flavor, diffuse delay, the transient, and some others that I'm gonna show you in this video. Pro Tools users are gonna be more than familiar with Air Creative Effects. And like I said before, effects from this bundle have been in my mixes for a long time. Up until now, they used to look like this, little kind of tiny GUI gray with green writing. This is the vintage filter. You can see now it looks like this. Okay, so we have completely redesigned GUI. By the way, the GUI now is scalable, so you can make it as big or small as you want. We'll start with possibly one of my favorites. It's called Flavor, and it's basically this growth box with, you can see a bunch of emulation of weird devices like boombox, gramophone, megaphone, phones, radio transistors, and radio tubes, and so on. We also have a flutter, distortion, noise, like for the vinyl effect, and a mono-fi. Listen to this. That's pretty cool, huh? And you also have a bunch of presets for keys, drums, guitars, vocals. You can try the vocal as well.
I see all other life just giving in 'cause of you. You're so hot that you can turn sun blind on the mysteries of love and fear. She's got me working through the night.
All right, pretty cool. We have a lot of creative effects here. You can see all the emulations. These kind of effects, if you follow me, you probably know already. I really like to put these on the return of my reverbs and delays. If you didn't know, here's a pro tip. Very cool. Next that I really enjoyed is another new one. It's called Stutter, and there are similar effects out there. The one thing that I like about this one is that it's super simple. Usually these type of effects have a million controls, and if I want a quick stutter here and there, you know, on a vocal or the return of an effect, it takes a long time to set them up. This one is very quick and super fun. We have the intervals knob, which can be in sync or not, the length, mix knob, pan, pitch, you'll hear that, that is very cool. And then we have the freeze tab. You can freeze and decide the decay and the volume of the freeze.
You see this world that we're living in, I see a lot of light just giving in to you. Your heart should turn sunlight on me to feel love. You got me working the night. I'll take the fortune.
That is very cool. I love these types of effects. And of course, you can throw it on drums, you can throw it on synths. Whether you automate it on tracks in insert or you create a parallel with the mix all the way 100% and you send bits and pieces of things in there, that's super fun. Next one that I was very happy to find in the bundle, it's kind of a utility plugin, but I use these type of effects so often and I didn't have a dedicated plugin that only does this. I always had to go to a tape plugin or to a multi-effects. Instead, Half Speed does just that. Half speed playback and also stop and go. Super cool. Very simple. You have a mix knob, you have a play and stop, 1.5, 2, or 4. How long the loop is gonna be, 1 bar, 1/16. You can make it as long as short as you want. You can decide the length of the fade in. It can even be in sync. You can see 1/8, 1/4, 1 bar, 4 bars, or simply hard or soft. And same for the output. Again, straightforward, but we use these kind of effects, especially nowadays on pretty much any genre. So often it's very cool to have a plugin that is dedicated, simple to set up. Another one that I like is the new Delay Pro. Again, straightforward, everything is in front of you, and it's got a couple of really cool features. First of all, you can have digital or analog, single, dual, or cross for the feedback, feedback filter for the feedback. We have resonant and build up, distortion and limiting. This is very cool, you'll hear it in a second. Auto clear and threshold. This is one very unique function. You can clear / gate the repeats. I like, for example, sometimes to have a very high feedback in delay, so I have rich repeats, but then it goes on too long and I have to manually automate the feedback or the volume, right? The auto clear does exactly that for you. You set the threshold and it cuts and it clears the tail. We have the diffusion, which makes the delay not so in front of your face, but more, as the term says, diffused. We have modulation, intensity, and rate. We have an envelope follower, simple EQ, and filters for the output as well. So you have the filter for the feedback and the filter for the output.
I've been told to get you off my mind, but I hope I never lose the bruises that you left behind. Oh my Lord, I need you by my side. There must be something in the water, 'cause every day it's getting colder. And if only I could hold you, You keep my head from going under.
All right, listen to the clear function. I'm gonna make this a little longer.
I've been told to get you off my mind, but I hope I never lose the bruises that you left behind. Oh my Lord, I need you by my side.
All right, I'm exaggerating the settings, but you hear the effect. So you can have a lot of repeats, high volume repeats, but then it clears the feedback when it goes under the threshold. It's a very, very cool function. This is the non-linear reverb. This is not a new one. It was present in the bundle before, but it's really a cool effect. It was before. I love the new GUI. Again, resizable, and it's such a classic. Listen to it.
I may cry ruining my makeup. Wash away all the things you've taken, and I don't care if I don't look pretty. Big girls cry when their hearts are breaking. Big girls cry when their hearts are breaking.
And the reverse shape, it's one of those effects that it makes me feel silly because I've listened to it a gazillion times and I'm still like with the stupid smile on it because it's just a cool effect. You can use it on vocals, guitars, synths. And of course you get that classic effect if you use a like 100% mix. Really cool. Pitch shifter, again, super simple. You have a mix knob, you have the shift up or down, but you have 5 different algorithms. So if you're pitching vocals, bass, a beat, a chord, or textures, so these algorithms will change the pitch shifter according to the source material. This is very cool. And you know, every pitch shifter sounds a little different. We all have our favorites. I think this one sounds pretty cool. Listen.
Y'all some bottom feeders, theater clowns. It's robbing season, I'ma beat them, fucking need them down. Make them copy, please, and fleet them. Leave them bleeding out. I'm Carlito, mob leader, Don Vito, Nino Brown.
And then we can do chords or texture for the synth. Again, simple plugin, but it's pretty cool. It sounds good. I don't know what it is, but there's something about the shifting down that I find it very pleasing. All right, we got the last one for the new ones. This is really just a Transient Designer, but again, in air music style, simple, low CPU, and efficient. Let's try it on drums. That's pretty nice. And Transient Designer, especially on drums, I like to do a couple of tricks like the one that I just did. So sustain all the way down and attack up. I parallel this and maybe I limit it and maybe I limit a little bit. In fact, we also have a limiter right here, so no need to open another one. And then I tuck it underneath drums, whether it's acoustic or for a trap beat or a hip hop beat. Or the opposite, I turn all the attack down, all the sustain up to get this washy sound here. And I actually send this usually to a room or a reverb to create like super inflated room sound. That's another very cool plugin that we have. And honorable mentions, these were all things that we had already in the previous bundle, but the diffuse delay is one of my favorite.
You see this world that we're living in, I see all other life just giving in, 'cause you're so hot that you could turn sun blind on the mysteries of love and fear.
Right, to create all the big washy delays. This is really cool also if you're using in dual mono and you change settings left and right. This was a honorable mention. Then the distortion, again, this was already in the bundle, but is a workhorse. You have hard, soft, and warp. Again, very easy to use, sounds good. I'm exaggerating the settings, but even for a little bit of drive on things to dirty them up like bass or synths is a really cool effect. Ensemble, this is a sleeper.
So, before you go, was there something I could have said to make your heart beat better? If only I'd have known you were the storm to weather. So, before you go.
All right, you've heard this effect on countless records, and I'm not talking about one similar, but this one in particular because they've been in Pro Tools for a long time, and many times I received sessions to mix from the producers, and these effects, the air effect, were present either on the rough mix or the type of effects that they decided with the artist, and many times they were like, all right, we like this, don't change it. And these effects made the final record so many times. This is it for the video. This is the new Air Music Creative Effects bundle. The link is going to be in the info box down below. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment down below. Visit the new website mixwesttv.com to book mix and mastering with me, private lessons, mix consultations, and of course in there you will also find all the mix and mastering courses. If you want to access the exclusive videos here on YouTube, click the join button, become a MixWest TV member, get all the perks, and if the videos are helping you, please consider using the super thanks or grab some merch. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Stay safe. See you next time.